We may be heading towards a world where cash no longer exists. If that happens, you will not be able to store cash outside of bank accounts. You'd be forced to keep your cash in digital accounts that government can access and track at any time. It is distressing that the United States government is exploring digital currency after years and years of denying it. I love advancing technologies and have sat on the board of many Silicon Valley companies. But as an economic analyst, I can see this is different. This is government controlling and tracking us through technology. This use of technology, I am not for. China has already started. They are using tools for digital control which are very similar to what our own government seems to be seeking. Take Biden's recent proposed rule that would allow the government to examine inflows and outflows of bank accounts with more than $600. In April 2021, China started using the digital yuan, suspiciously similar to the proposed digital dollar. The research of digital money started in 2014. Why is this so important? Because at that same time, they introduced the social credit system, a tool used to monitor the behavior of their citizens. And get this, by their own admission, the system rewards and punishes certain behavior. I kid you not. As technology advances, what we thought only happens in the movies is transitioning to real life. According to an official Chinese government document, they, quote, encourage and constrain against their own people to get them to do what they want them to do. Sounds like Big Brother at work. It's hard to believe, but that's not all. The Chinese government sees the social credit system as an important tool for strengthening the sincerity consciousness of members of society. And they have no qualm about saying they will do so by commending sincerity and punishing insincerity. And yes, for those of you who watch Netflix, there was an episode of a show called Black Mirror with the exact same theme. I'm sure you're glad you don't live in China, and I can't see the US government making the same blatant admission. Or could they? My point is that moving to a digital currency would erode our freedom of movement in the marketplace. I don't see how this won't jeopardize our privacy as American citizens. I've been discussing the digital dollar and the next big Fed move for quite a while. If you've attended my web conferences, I put the pieces together so people understand what could happen and what moves they might explore to protect their retirement. Because there is more to it than just the digital dollar. Click the link in the description and take the time to learn more. Make sure to subscribe. The puzzle pieces are all coming together, and you're going to want to understand the full picture.